Hello peeps, this is Tango and welcome back to Tango's World of Fics. Today I will be reading Two Sides of the Same Coin, Old. This is chapter 13. There are notes at the end of the chapter, so let's just get into it. School had passed and Yamada walked the darkening streets. With his husband out of commission, he took a few later shifts than his usual ones. He trained his eyes to look around, seeing a crawling red, blue, and white-colored figure in a dark alleyway. "Crawler?" Mike questioned, the figure whipping around. "Oh, hey, Mike. Sorry to hear about Eraser. How's he doing?" Koichi Himawari. I can't say his last name. AKA the Crawler. Mike shifted slightly and awkwardly. He knew that vigilantism was illegal, but pro heroes turned a blind eye to the Crawler, Pop Step, and Knuckle Duster. He refuses to take a break from his other job, but requires a break from heroics, so he's healing. Crawler nodded, standing up and resting against a wall. "Hey, have you met the newish vigilante?" Mike asked suddenly, following the masked young adult. "If you mean Rabbit, yes. If you mean Pawn, no," he said, shifting around and pulling out a water bottle. "Yeah, we call him Bunny," Mike said, shrugging and ducking further in as to not be seen from the streets. "That's so childish. That makes him sound dorky," the Crawler chuckled, stretching a little. "Well, I mean, I have met them. We fought a little, and they helped me with my injuries. Might I add that they are very good at patching people up, because they is. Anyways, you know their jacket used to be an All Might one. They actually gave me one that they hadn't dyed, and they were limited edition ones from 2-ish years ago," Crawler continued, hand motions making no sense. "Wait, you keep referring to Bunny as them. Did we get their gender wrong?" Mike asked, thinking to the police report saying that Bunny was male. Oh, I don't know. Pop has her suspicions of Rabbit being a girl, and Knuckle Duster says that they're male, and I just don't care. I just call them Rabbit as a they," the vigilante said, slipping the bottle back into his pocket. Mike nodded before a thought came into his head. "Give me all the information you have on them," the blonde said suddenly, resulting in a shrug. "I don't really have anything other than the hoodie thing. I know of someone who might, but Pop will have more information on her. Pretty sure that Pop is west of here, so just head over there," Crawler suggested, using his quirk to skirt away. Mike quickly made his way westward, finding Pop Step quickly enough. "Pop!" he shouted, without using his quirk, and the pink-haired girl looked backwards. "Ah, hi, Mike," she said, leaping onto the roof with Mike perched on. "Did you need something?" she questioned with a smile, fiddling with her costume. "Yeah, Crawler mentioned someone called Pawn who could help get info on people. Know her?" Pop Step straightened, looking at Mike warily. "I know her, but are you sure you're willing to use her? Before she does anything for you, she tests your trust," Pop says, cracking her knuckles. Mike nodded, ready for anything. "Right. She wears a mask, so if the mouth is face down, then she's already on a mission. So be wary, but you can find her in Dagoba Municipal, I can't say that word ever, Beach Park if she isn't busy. She has 15 minutes of a hiring period from around 9 to 9:15, so her schedule is kind of strict," Pop said, pointing a thumb to the beach. "Better get going fast if you want to catch her." And with those final words, Pop Step leapt away. Present Mike ran to the beach, his lungs slightly burning from pushing himself. His hands were numbly fidgeting with his taser, and he looked at the beach that was rumored to be covered in trash, but it was perfectly clean now. The pro looked to his watch, reading the time as 9:03. He looked up to the docks, and a girl with light to pink gradient hair stood there looking at him. Her mask held a smile, and he nodded at her. "Well, hello, Hisashi Yamada," she spoke, her voice garbled and darkened. "You know my name?" he questioned, his hand resting by his side now. "Indeed. You want my information, correct? Well, I have a few rules if you want to hear them," she continued, sitting down on the docks and tucking her flats under her legs. Mike gave a nod, standing close to her and leaning on the rails. 1. Don't speak of me to the police. 2. Act as if I don't exist at all. 3. In order to see you as trustworthy, you still have to make a contract, which could be anything. 4. I refuse to kill. And 5. Any information I keep for you is for good reason, as if you having it might be lethal, okay? She says, and she stopped looking for an answer from him. Mike stared at her before giving out a yes. Don't you have a contract we have to do? He asked, his hands moving around. Oh, yeah. Well, for a contract, you will have to do something for me. I guess, like, bring your son here, to show you trust me, she said, chuckling. You want to meet him? Mike asked, shock on his face. She shook her head. Lol, no. Just bring him to the beach so I can see him. I'm curious about the child and shit. Mike looked like he wanted to die. He shook his face away. When? Mike questioned before she shrugged. 11 p.m. this Saturday night. Before she brought out a smoke bomb and let it off, fleeing the scene. Time. Precisely 9:15. Yamada slipped off the speaker as he entered in the house, calling out to his family. Shinzo crept into the dark hallway, poking his head out. Sup, Pops, he said, going over to the hero. The blonde gave the teen an affectionate kiss on the head, to which the boy tried shaking off. How is show restin'? He asked, untying his boots. I made him actual dinner a while ago and sent him to bed, so he should be sleeping well. Yamada nodded, going to the kitchen and seeing a pot of miso soup simmering. He brought a spoon and bowl to it, pouring his own serving. As he quietly ate his meal, his son spoke up. You might want to try supervising the 1A chat. Hawks' love child. Wake me up, Jiro. Wake me up inside. Shoji. Can't wake up. Me Midoriya. Save me. Albino hedgehog. Zoo, please change our names back. Red hedgehog. Yeah, bro, it's weird having so many hedgehogs. Blue hedgehog. Why will no one explain what mine even means? Sweet hedgehog. It's funny to see you suffer, but, help. Ruler of hedgehogs. Well, I don't know how to read that. It's like a picture. Shiny hedgehog. It's a quiet land. With a star. Monkey. What is wrong with my class? Elsa and Zuko hybrid. Everything. Well, that's a shocker. I don't like how mine is a proper spelling. 344 decibels. Whoa! Listeners, what has happened? Eraserhead's love child. Lots of us are hedgehogs, other of us are hybrids or love childs. Some are memes or weird sentences, and then some haven't gotten a name. Jiro has been renamed to 172 decibels. Shoji has been renamed to Edge Shot's love child. Albino hedgehog. Zoo has a high fever and his phone is on, so now he's just doing stuff for shits and giggles. Mimi Midoriya. Indeed! And what you gonna do about it, Zerp? Your explosions are crap! I love this so much. Elsa and Zuko hybrid. Basically chaos. Mom O. I don't know what's happening by this point. Am I a rat, a cat, a dog, a bear? What I am is traumatized. Neither do I, but Midoriya seems to not want to leave from under his bed. 344 decibels. Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna go. Acid. Does anyone know how to hack? It might help us. Me Midoriya. Yes, where we dropping, Jimbo? Kermit and Pepe? Hybrid? Okay, I don't know who that is. I'm leaving. Where is that tapping coming from? Taps increasing. Who even is that? Wait, that's what I said. 344 decibels. Who even is that? Acid. Hagakure. Midoriya has reset all nicknames. Bakugo. Thank you, Nezu. Nezu. I have saved you all for now. Kaminari. Cryptic and I'm scared. There's a picture, but it's not loading, so I'm just gonna... Okay, it says, this is what Pawn looks like. Ooh. Well, I can't see it, so... Let's see, is there a way to... Nope. That didn't work. Anyways, let's see the notes. Notes are just the Discord. Again, still not working. Sadness. I would go on to the next chapter, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Because the next chapter is the last one. Wait, no, it's not the last one. This is 13. Sorry, I just, changed my screen, so it's on to 14 now, because I'm about to record that, probably. So this is 13. Okay. Intro. Okay. My notes for this chapter, let's read. Okay. Oh, the crawler! I love including vigilantes. I love it when My Hero Academia fics include vigilantes in there, because it's vigilantes are really good, series, and I started reading it in Spanish, because I could only find it in Spanish, and so yeah, but then I kind of got bored of it, because I was reading in Spanish, and I'm fluent in Spanish and English, I guess. I'm starting to lose Spanish, though, so I prefer reading in English. I don't know. But anyways, but I found some website, some random website, where I can watch it, the dub or sub, and it's really great, so I'm watching it now. It's a really great one. I definitely suggest reading or watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes. So, yeah, if you can, check that out. That's, I love the crawler. He's so funny. I can't say his last name, unfortunately, but Koichi is his first name. And yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, and there was a certain part with that character that was asking for Shinzo to be there. I couldn't read what it was saying because it's one of those fonts that's looks like glitching or whatever. And I could not really tell what it said. So it was really hard to read those words. Anyways, so that part probably was not very good. Anyways, I'm gonna be done with this. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. This is Tango signing off. Bye.